Welcome to everyone. It is Tuesday, September the 10th, and 3:02. We will call our meeting to order. Ms. Jennifer, do we have quorum?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do have a quorum.
Thank you. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead, Jennifer.
So at this time, we do move to the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of items number 4 through 19. Are there any items on the consent agenda that the board members would like to pull for additional discussion? If not, may I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I second.
Ms. Olguin?
Yes.
Mr. DeGroat?
Yes.
Mr. Guigardo?
Yes?
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Volk?
Yes.
Ms. Arieta?
Yes.
Thank you. The consent agenda is approved. We now move to our regular agenda. Agenda item 20, receive and take appropriate action on the CEO report for the El Paso County Hospital District doing business as University Medical Center of El Paso. Mr. R. Jacob Cinthron, President and CEO.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to go ahead and start off with our first slide up here, and that is that yesterday the county commissioners approved our district tax on a vote of 5-0. They approved our operating budget and adopted a property tax rate of 0.2677 cents per 100,000 of assessed property value for the 2020, is it 2019 or 2020 tax year?
It's 2019.
2019 tax year. And so this was really appreciated because it assures that we're going to continue on our growth and success in providing access to healthcare to our growing region. Included in this is in the fourth quarter increasing our associates minimum wage from $10 an hour to $11 an hour. It includes the opening of our freestanding ED/urgent care centers in the Far East and in Northeast, as well as a full year of operating our heart rhythm lab that we're going to be having the grand opening shortly. So very appreciative of our commissioners. Again, it was on a 5-0 vote. I will tell you that our commissioners are very supportive. Commissioner Robinson in particular was really spoke very favorably about the service we have, but I will tell you that our judge and commissioners have been very supportive of UMC, and I really appreciate their vote. Quite honestly, without them, we couldn't be as successful as we are, so I'll be meeting with them individually to thank them as well for their support. Additionally, on the mass shooting victims update, as of today, we have 2 in the hospital. 1 was readmitted to have some follow-up care. The other patient is still here. Both are doing well. 1 is still in, somewhat difficult situation, and so we're looking at ways to work with maybe a long-term care acute center to be able to continue some of the care that this patient is going to need. Wanted to thank our associates. So one of the things they did is we held an ice cream social on September 4th in the cafeteria. We had our associates from Children's Hospital and from UMC. And we actually had many Texas Tech doctors and residents there as well. They were really able to enjoy an opportunity of us thanking all of them for the fine work, the sacrifice they did, really amazing heroes. And gave us a chance to, in a small way, to just say thank you for their support. You can see they're very positive. They go through a lot, and I'm just surprised at the strength and resiliency of their character. Again, Dr. Tyrock is here, and as much as I hate to acknowledge it, he really does an amazing job. And without his team that he selected, without the training he provides, I don't think we would have been as well prepared as we were. He will never admit it, and it's hard for me to do it because I know he'll wind up having me pay somehow, somewhere. But I'm really proud to have him on our team, and I'm really proud to be a part of his team. Something that Dr. Tyrock informed me about last night was that The Fort Bliss soldiers and other El Paso agencies exercised the ability to deliver patients to a level 1 trauma center for the first time in 4 years. This was on September 4th. Soldiers assigned to the 5th Armored Brigade, 1st Army Division West, coordinated a mass casualty exercise that helped North Carolina National Guard medics prepare for an upcoming deployment. And at the same time, the exercise tested the communication between the ground units, air medical evacuation operations, and the emergency department at UMC to ensure critically injured patients receive the highest level of care available. Additionally, I believe that Dr. Tyrock and our trauma director, Sandra Gonzalez, are going to be tomorrow on Channel 7, I believe at 4 o'clock. Ryan?
They will air a little bit after 4:30 on KVIA ABC 7.
And they'll be talking about our Trauma Level 1 program and what it means for our community. Additionally, for some that were not there, we did have the Estela Casas Infusion Center for Hope and Healing. This was really well attended because it happened on a day that there were other events in the city, so we weren't sure we were going to have a great turnout. It was an amazing turnout. And the UMC's Infusion Center was officially renamed the Estela Casas Infusion Center for Hope and Healing. The UMC's Foundation Sobreviviendo el Cáncer, or Surviving Cancer Fund, which helps women fighting breast cancer, will receive a minimum of $125,000 from Estela's Stand with Estela program. As you know, she is also a breast cancer survivor. She also committed to raising even more fund and will raise her donation over $250,000. So on behalf of UMC, we'd really like to thank her. There was gifts that were given to her, a couple of blankets, because when you're going through treatment, you tend to get cold, and she actually had one of the patients that was in the infusion center that she had met, her cancer buddy or cancer sister, and gave her one of the blankets. And so her speech was very motivating. I was very impressed with the level of support she has. I think she's done very well for us in terms of being able to raise the awareness and hopefully the further support for women that are going through this. This program really provides help in terms of if a person that has cancer needs transportation, daycare, help with the bills, whatever. This is the foundation that helps them with that to try to ease their mind from those things as they deal with a very serious health condition. Additionally, this Saturday we had a UMC summer family picnic. It was at Memorial Park. It took place this Saturday on September 7th. More than 1,400 tickets were distributed to the associates and their families. We actually sold out of tickets. The watermelon eating contests were pretty good. My son participated in it, but lost. There were races, there were sponge games, a barbecue, and Ryan said a badly pulverized bumblebee piñata were a part of the event. They destroyed it, yeah. And so, and it's it's sort of like an old-fashioned picnic. People just go and they just have good old fun. Everybody gets a chance to relax and meet one another in a great setting, and really helps associates, just feel good about being a part of our UMC family. Additionally, we have Ryan, through his genius, created a UMC Minutes video for our associates to sort of go over what happens each month, just sort of give them a snippet of what's going on. And Ryan, would you like to play that for us?
But if I could also say, the brainchild, the brain genesis of this was Lorena. Lorena came to me and said, Ryan, why don't we put together a video that really kind of takes a look back at the month and shows what we've done. I thought, wow, that would be kind of fun to do.
This was something that came out of our associate engagement survey, the need to try to communicate more with the associates. So this is one of the avenues that we're going to be taking.
And this is what we came up with. Hold on. And click on that picture. There you go.
de certeza y en las alas de la mariposa los dolores secretos. Por amor ha existido en el mundo siempre tanta belleza y el color de la naturaleza se pintó por amor. Todos. Por amor soy de ti y seré toda la vida mientras viva. Por amor soy de ti, por amor, por amor, por amor. Da, 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 da.
Okay, so that was the latest that we have for UMC minutes. What we also created for our viewing audience is this new television commercial that started this week. This is part of a new education campaign that we're having for the UMC Spine Center, also known as our neurosurgery department. And without further ado, by the way, you can catch us mornings, evenings, actually in about an hour on all stations. So without further ado,
Oh, you gotta go back.
gotta go back and click on that picture. There we go.
Before I injured my back, I took for granted all the things that I could do. I wanted to be healthy again. I wanted to get rid of the pain. I knew it would take our region's best back and neck pain doctors at UMC to bring me relief.
At UMC, our minimally invasive advanced surgical techniques can help you enjoy your life again. University Medical Center has the largest team of neurosurgeons in El Paso, specializing in back and neck pain. Relief awaits you. Call today for an appointment at UMC. We care for El Paso.
Because that is the first of what will be many commercials that are promoting our hospital in the coming year. Without further ado.
That was my reporting. You want to coach the rest of it, Brian? I mean, you can't put him in front of a microphone without him like taking over. But, and you notice there's 5 neurosurgeons, we have 6. But Dr. Jimenez, David Jimenez, is a pediatric neurosurgeon, and we'll be doing a separate campaign for him with El Paso Children's, as that is his primary focus. But I really do believe we have the best neurosurgery group in the city, and that's a great complement to the neuroscience portion that, for example, Dr. Maud and his team in neurointerventional, or Dr. Cruz Flores and his team on neurology. We really are truly an amazing comprehensive stroke center. And then lastly, we have the Ilab ribbon cutting ceremony this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. This was scheduled the week of the shooting, and we felt it was only appropriate that we postpone it. The room has actually been in use. The physicians using it have really enjoyed it, but we will be prepping this to tour and show our board members and others what we've done in terms of this great service that's going to be dealing with, we call it electrophysiology, but it really deals with heart rhythm. And so if you can make it, you should have gotten the save the date. We would really appreciate it. And that concludes my report. Are there any questions?
Just a quick comment, I guess. Ryan, that commercial was really good, and I think that minute was very well very good as well. I think that we need to continue to put out our message to the community, and I think that that's a good start.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments for Jacob? Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, if there are no questions, may we have a motion to accept the CEO report?
Move.
Second.
Ms. Olguin?
Yes.
Mr. DeGroat?
Yes.
Mr. Guigardo?
Yes?
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Volk?
Yes.
Ms. Arietta?
Yes.
Thank you. The CEO report is accepted.
I think in light of Jacob's comment in yesterday's meeting with county commissioners, items 21 and 22 can be tabled. Is that correct, Jennifer?
Yes, for the record, we'll delete them
Or deleted,
from
excuse
the-
me.
Yes.
So I think
So at
that,
this time, this does conclude our regular agenda. The time is 3:18. We'll prepare to go into executive session. All right, we are now back in open session. The time is 3:58 PM. We'll move to agenda item 25. Based on the discussion during executive session for agenda item 23, there is going to be action. Please note for the record, there will not be any action taken for executive session item number 24. So, open session item number 25. Recommend for I'm sorry, let me read the motion. Approve and authorize the president and CEO to dispose of the property located at 5021 Crossroads, El Paso, Texas, pursuant to Texas Local Government Code Section 272001, following approval by the El Paso County Commissioners Court. Based on the discussion during executive session, that's the motion that will cover what was discussed. May I have a motion to
So
approve?
moved.
A second?
Second.
I thought we were going to reject the offer.
We ought to recite the,
yeah,
You wanna-
does that,
you want it
just
more
to be clear,
specific?
does
That's what-
does
Cover
that
what
give
we
us the ability to do what we discussed?
So it's going to go back to bid
Okay,
we'll reconsider the appraisal value, go back to bid, and then it'll go in the bidding process to include posting pursuant to the requirements of Local Government Code 272
But then it
and
gives the
placing a
CEO
sign on the property. Was there another concern?
no, then it gives the CEO the ability to negotiate. and make
Right, so
that.
it wouldn't have to come back.
But we would also follow with a follow-up meeting with the county to let them know about this.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have
A first with Ms. Olguin, and we have
Second.
Mr. DeGroat a second.
okay, perfect.
Okay.
Steve.
So, Ms. Olguin?
Yes.
Mr. DeGroat?
Yes.
Mr. Guigardo?
Yes?
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Volk?
Yes.
Ms. Arietta?
Yes.
Thank you. Open session item 25 is approved. If there are no other comments or concerns, may we have a motion to adjourn?
so moved.
Second.
1 hour.
Thank you. The Board of Managers meeting is officially adjourned. The time is 4 PM.